Hello everybody and welcome to a little bit of a different video. If you do not already know, you would do if you're following me on my Instagram page, but if you are not, you would probably not know I got every single rare in the game. Yes, that is true. Last night I got the last rare in the game, so now I have the complete collection of every single rare in top drives. So if we have a look at the filter here, you can see I have 292 rares. Now some of these are duplicates. I'm not gonna say any other way. Some of them are duplicates, like let's see if we can find one just to show you that there are actually duplicates. But most of the cars are not duplicates, correct? So, but I do have some like the BBR here or the Firebirds, you know. But yeah, today I'm going to talk about why I got every single rare, why I am eventually planning to max out every single rare, currently have maxed out 95 of them, and I'm gonna talk about why it could be beneficial to have every single car in an entire class. I think you can kind of figure out why that would be beneficial. As you can see, I have 232 super rares also, most of them being unique because I'm trying to collect every single super rare as well. It's going pretty well. I think I have like 30 left. So that is also going to be something that is of interest, at least for me. So why did I decide to collect every single rare in the game, and why do I think that will give me a great advantage in top drives? Well, if we head over to events, for instance, perhaps right now is not the best way to go for it. Yeah, it is. Look at these events, right? 330 RQ, correct? So if I were to go to American Dream, right, and I have to use 330 RQ, it so helps me out that I have every single rare, right? I have every single American Dream rare, so whatever is the best hand available when it comes to the rares, I can make it happen, you know? Because I have every single one, I can max one out if that is needed. I have every single component in case it is needed. Do you understand kind of what I'm thinking? My hand has such a good, you know, run ahead. I have such an advantage because I already acquired the cars that I will need, and I know that whatever the rare is that I need for the event, I will have it because I have every single one. So that is one of the main reasons why I decided to get every single rare, because I know how much it sucks when you are trying to enter an event but you do not have the rare car that you need, the most useful, the most ideal rare car that is not in your possession. And that is the hardest pill to swallow, right? Because a rare car is so easy to get, it's so easy to max out, yet you don't have the one needed. And I no longer have to feel that feeling about any event because I have every single rare in the game, and that really helps out. Trust me, it really does. Another reason also to why is it good to have every single rare in the game? Well, we can just look at clubs, right? Clubs is clubs is an essential part of top drives if you are in the game to make cash. If you do not play clubs, you will make cash at a much slower pace than anyone else. And if you do not do well in clubs, that is a huge problem, right? Because if you do not have the cars to do well in clubs, you cannot earn as much money from clubs as you would otherwise. So if you look at some of these club events, you can see many of them are surrounding very low RQs. Now these are way too low to use rares, of course, but there are some like this. This one was 290, and let's see if we can find any else. 180, you know, 260, you get my point. Having every single rare makes you so much more versatile when it comes to clubs. Like, you can do so much more than the average person can do when it comes to clubs. Because if there is an event which is like 5x Citroën and you need to use 370 RQ points per instance, then you have a great deck because you have every single rare Peugeot there is. You know, Same goes for any other brand, right? It gives you a huge advantage. It gives you a great edge if you have every single rare in the game. Of course, that same thing could be said for having every single uncommon, every single common, or every single super rare in the game. Of course, that would also give you a huge edge. That is why I'm working towards getting all the cards from those categories as well, because I know how much of an advantage it's giving me already to have all the rares. So I cannot even imagine how immaculate the performance would be from my garage if I had every single super rare, every single uncommon, and every single common. That would make the low end part of my deck absolutely complete, and I would be fearsome when it comes to other people's health when I go into events, because I would absolutely smash them. Because when you have all of those resources, that is when you elevate, you know, you kind of elevate your game and you elevate your performance. So that is why I have decided to start collecting all of these cards, and why I now have collected every single rare. And that also is why I have decided that I should fully upgrade every single rare, because if you have every single rare upgraded, you are fully ready for every rare event, and you do not need to worry about anything. Right? Sometimes it can be hard to upgrade those rares when it actually comes to an event, if you want to do it in a certain period of time. So if you are just prepared and you have already maxed every single rare in the game, obviously the power level is ridiculous, and you can immediately do so much better than the opposition, because you already have every component maxed out, ready to go. You get a great head start that way. So I'm not saying everybody should collect every single rare, because this is definitely a high-end thing to do. You should not do this if you have few slots. You should not do this if you haven't been in RQ500 for like at least a year. You shouldn't do this if your garage size is like 400. You should only do this if you are willing to collect cards that will probably never be needed. Because that's the other thing, right? There are a lot of cards in my rare collection that I will probably never use. Like, there are just so many cards that there are better alternatives that I would probably never use. Like this one. When would I use that, you know? So that is like a big... I'm gonna give my strategy that I have been performing a huge be advised sign, right? Because it is not suitable for every garage, it is not suitable for every situation, it's definitely not suitable for every person. The thing at the end of the day, what the thing is about top drives is you need to make your own path. You need to understand what you are supposed to do with your garage, what your goals are, what your aim is, which events you want to place well in, and so on and so forth. You need to take everything into account before doing something like I have done. You can't just go and collect every single rare and expect to be much better at the game, because that is not how it works. You have to have a garage that is very good around it as well. You can't just have every single rare. You see, I have 105 ultra rares, 68 epics, and 19 legendaries, and that is kind of crucial. If I didn't have this cushion here, I wouldn't start collecting all the rares, you know, because you need to have a decent amount of the higher rarity stuff before you can start to be a completionist like this. But yeah, there are a lot of benefits to this if you are a high-level player, a mid-level player. There are a lot of benefits to this if you know when to do it and how to do it. That is for sure, but you need to have those things down pat, because if you do this and you have no idea what you are doing, that is never going to end well, because you need to have balance in your garage. Having every single rare and then just having one legendary, that is not gonna fly. You need to find that perfect balance for your garage, right? So yeah, that is basically the entire story. I am so happy that I have collected every single rare, and if you want to go down the same path, do like I did. Make a list of every single rare you are missing, and every time you get a rare you do not have, cross it off the list. That is how I made it happen. That is how I made it not feel so slow, and that is how I kept on it for, I think I've done it for like almost a year now, since I've started collecting all of the rares, and now I have them. That is definitely something that I would recommend. Make a list so that you can keep track of what rares you have and what rares you're still missing. That is going to do it for today's video. I know it was just a talky video, but I hope you still did enjoy it, and I hope I give you some sound advice to how to progress further now and what to do. And I am so happy that I could make this video and that I have all of the rares now. That makes me super happy. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more tips about top drives, or if you want to get news about top drives that no one else has, if you want to get exclusive things that you won't find anywhere else, and if you want to take part in loads of minigames, have an overall good time, or chat about any game, you should definitely come down to my Discord server, link in description. We have a lot of fun over there. Also, if you want to see what I'm maxing out, to see which rares that I will be maxing out next, you should definitely check out my Instagram page, as I post every single max out I do on there. And also, if you were to have been following my Instagram page, you would have known before that I had all of the rares already, and that I was gonna make this video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to like the video, that would be hugely appreciated. And also, if you're not already subscribed, if you want to get daily top drives content, then you should definitely press that subscribe button, and I will of course try to upload as frequently as I can. And also, if you want to hit the bell, you get notified every time that I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay safe, have a good one, take care of one another, and bye bye.